everyone, it's Dark Seeker here again. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to everybody that participated in the Descent of Dragons giveaway in my last video. The winners of the giveaway are announced in the video description below, and I will reply to your individual comment in my last video announcing who's the winner. So if you are a winner, do check out my reply to you in the previous video for instructions on how to claim your prize. Okay, today's deck is a Duwin Reno Hunter deck with Kathrena. Now, over the last few weeks, I've been playing a little bit more with Reno Hunter, and Duwin gave me some advice with Reno Hunter, and specifically in regards to tracking. So here is an example of me taking on board advice that's been given to me by an expert, i.e. Duwin. He is a hunter expert, and then actually applying that feedback and learning from it, applying it to the games that I now play. And specifically regarding tracking, I was just playing it on turn 1. I was keeping it in the mulligan, playing it on turn 1, and just because it was something to do on turn 1. I've since discovered that actually maybe tracking is better played later in the game, when your deck is thinned out a bit more, but you're desperately searching for answers to problems that the board is presenting. So for example, using tracking to desperately find Reno Jackson. Right? Better done later in the game when your deck has fewer cards and you're more likely to find Reno, as opposed to on turn 1 when you've still got 20 plus cards left in the deck to search through. So I just wanted to point out useful feedback from Duwin, helping me now as I navigate the ladder. This deck is just... look at it, it's tremendous. It plays Swamp King Dread. I mean, that's just amazing, right? Trust Duwin to find a place for Swamp King Dread. Just very, very impressive. Wild Bloodstinger is a card that has served me very well in previous Reno Hunter decks. It really helps against Snip Snap Warlock, or against any other deck really where there's a key card like Reno Jackson that you want to drag out of their hand onto the board and just kill it. So yes, Wild Bloodstinger, highly underrated card, really useful. There are a host of Death Rattle minions in this deck, and of course we have N'Zoth the Corruptor. What else about this deck is pretty great? Oh, Deathstalker Rexar. Love that card. Still chock full of value. Can let you outvalue other Reno decks.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt
like Reno Warlock, for example. Okay, let's look at our first game. And we're going up against a mage here. Now, my money is on Secret Mage. It's always Secret Mage at this rank. There is the occasional Reno Mage. But I think it is safe to assume that there's going to be some secrets being played in this game. And a whole load of damage going to my face. Although he didn't have a turn 1 play, which is interesting.
I'll show them. I'll show them.
Mad Scientist. Okay, it could be Secret Mage. Or it could still be Arena Mage, maybe. Mad Scientist played in both decks.
This beast will not be tamed.
Interesting here. Which one of these do I take?
I hunt alone.
King Krush value. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know if that was the right pick. Anyway, preemptively hitting into the Mad Scientist there and trying to force a trade, right? Because if he doesn't trade, then my weapons are going to kill it on the next turn. But then maybe he would have traded anyway. Maybe he would have traded anyway. Maybe I should not have thrown my face into that. Duwin, if you're watching, what would you have done? Okay, nothing much to do for us here. Our hand is pretty expensive. Although we have Reno on 6. And that is so important. Yeah, this is Secret Mage, not a Reno Mage.
Come dance to my
Reno on 6 should be enough to save us. Although, not Reno on 6 in this case, because our health total is still pretty solid.
We have many secrets.
Maybe Reno on 10. We'll see.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Okay, what can Zephyrus give us here? Oh, Lightning Bolt. But destroying a secret seems better here. I'm going to assume that one of those secrets is Counterspell. And we're going to get double King Krush in this game, which is pretty cool. Whoa, fireball to the face.
You're not ready for this.
Interesting. Okay, so Reno on 7 rather than Reno on 6.
Hunt alone.
We're gonna be rich.
Alright, full health. And now we just have this massive stream of big
I'm
threats.
late. I'm late.
I'll show them. I'll show them all. You'll find me wherever the action is.
How much?
And I'd say that's game over. But as long as he doesn't concede, we're going to be happy.
Ready for this.
And we don't want him to concede. Because we have another King Krush on the way.
You'll find me wherever the action is. I'll show them all.
So, seeing out this game in style with double King Krush. Duwin, I hope you're proud of me. Because this doesn't happen every day. And that's not going to save him. I mean, it's very insulting. He's just turned King Krush into a ball. Very, very insulting.
What have we here?
Oh, counter spell. And that's it. Okay, let's look at one more game here. And this, by the way, is from the end of the October season. Going up against a Shaman, not entirely sure what I should be keeping there and discarding. Oh, it's Murlocs. Okay. Well, in that case, these secrets are going to come in handy. Did think about the explosive trap, but Wandering Monster seems better here. I want to save explosive for a bigger board.
form of
And it is interesting that he played stuff on the board and attacked last. If that had been Explosive Trap, then his entire board would have been wiped. Very interesting. But yeah, there goes the board anyway. Slow turn from him. Although slow turn from us. Not much we can do. He developed a totem. I developed a secret. Sure. I suspect that maybe he's got a buff in hand.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
And so we steal a small Murloc to negate the value of his buff. I was thinking about Handmaster Shaw, but I think this is fine. Just doing whatever we can to disrupt his board. Now there is a pretty wide board.
Double combat Reno, extra Star Whip, high mountain, mana spice coming right up.
So we'll do everything in our power to keep that board as small as possible, and getting a second copy of MC Tech is going to help us. Are we being set up here for a Bloodlust turn? Is that what's happening? Okay, if he wants to Bloodlust, sure. But he's got to get through a double-layered taunt. Is it time for MC Tech with Handmaster Shaw?
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Okay, so they've all got Rush now. That's pretty good. That's a pretty cute sound. And that should just be game over. We've managed to control the board here. Okay, maybe not. That poison effect, that's big. Alright, he's going back to going wide on the board now. If only we had one more mana. Which would Grizzly or the Rotted Applebaum? I'm going to take the Grizzly. And that is not a minion in his hand, that is a spell.
Who are you?
Alright, I suspect it's the Bloodlust. No, Soul of Murloc. Okay, interesting. It's actually pretty annoying, because his board now is really sticky.
Who are you?
That's incredible.
But now I don't care about Bloodlust, because that Grizzly is in the way. 12 health. There's Kathrena. What do we get for here?
Where's my...
What do we get here? Alright. That's pretty decent. And that should just be game over now. There's no coming back from this. Yeah, there is no coming back from this.
You win this
Okay, this final highlight is from the start of the November season, with Deathstalker Rexxar on turn 6.
The eternal hunt has begun.
And now we will get Zombie Beast value for the remainder of the game. I suspect that at some point there will be a Shadow Walk coming down from my opponent's side. But maybe we can generate enough value from the Zombie Beasts to be able to put out enough threats that he can't deal with. So, on this particular turn, we have various options, various choices to make. Starting with a Zombie Beast generation, it seems sensible. Even if we don't play the Beast on that turn. So we've got some potential Bran Discover value.
I hope you like my invention.
Okay, he's going to try and get his battle cries played as quickly as possible. Or at least get the important ones played.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Your wish is my suggestion.
Ooh, Fan of Knives. Very juicy. Okay. So, MC Tech doesn't do much here. Yeah. We'd steal a couple of 1/1s. It's not going to do anything for us. Let's challenge him to deal with this board here. And also noting, his deck will also run MC Tech.
I see.
We burn the tracking. That is not a bad thing here. That's a bad thing.
I will hunt you down.
And worthy of an emote. Burning Reno there, just not good. But look at the amount of value in our hand. It's pretty crazy. And there's another game where Unduster gives us Swamp King Dread on the board. Devolve! Is actually not too bad for us. There's 2 5 attack minions on the board. That's 10 to the face.
You'll find me wherever
And that should be it.
The glory is mine.
It's always great when you can end a game with King Krush. Okay, so Duwin's Reno Hunter deck with Kathrena. Loving the inclusion of Swamp King Dread, loving the Wild Bloodstinger, and loving Unduster in this deck. This deck has put me on a win streak. It works on the ladder, ladies and gentlemen, so there really isn't that much more to say except try it. Now, Duwin may have come out with some recent updates to this deck. I think this may be a slightly older version. But if you do have any questions about the deck, leave them in the comments section below, and I will ask Duwin to respond to your questions and to give us his expert opinion on your queries. And yes, looking forward to more Duwin decks in the weeks and months ahead, particularly as the new Hearthstone expansion drops in December. So congratulations to the winners of the giveaway once again, and thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.